Hello everyone, my name is Sloan and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am so excited. I haven't been plant shopping in so long, and today, since I haven't been in so long, I thought it would be fun to do a whole day of plant shopping, and we are going to hit 3 different plant shops in one day and in one YouTube video. I thought it'd be fun to hit 2 different independently owned plant shops and also a big box store because I haven't been plant shopping in months, so I don't even know what all of the cool, fun new plants are that are available, and I'm really excited about it. However, before we get going, I need to put on some jewelry as I'm not wearing any, and I'm so excited to share that this video is sponsored by Ana Luisa. Ana Luisa is a jewelry brand with a mission to elevate your everyday, and I literally have been wearing their pieces every day for the last 4 months or so. These Paris earrings have been my go-to for work, and these other earrings have been my go-to for when I'm just wearing a sweatshirt and want to look a little bit more put together. Their jewelry is backed by a 2-year warranty, and their jewelry also starts at only $39, so it's a really inexpensive way to add some new pieces to your collection that maybe you want to add to your everyday pieces or wear for special occasions. I'm getting married in the spring, and we just took our engagement photos, which was so fun. And I love my Ana Luisa pieces so much. They were the only jewelry that I wore other than my engagement ring. Ana Luisa offers free shipping if you live in the United States, and all of their pieces are strength and humidity tested as well. Shopping on their website is a really fun and easy experience. It's super easy to filter to whatever you might be looking for, whether it's rings or earrings or necklaces, and you can even filter to whatever color of jewelry you're looking for. I know I tend to gravitate towards their gold pieces, but they have a lot of beautiful silver pieces as well. Ana Luisa sent me 4 new pieces, including these Paris earrings that are a little bit smaller than my other ones. You can see the size comparison here, and I'm so excited about these because, again, these Paris earrings have been my absolute favorite for the past few months. For plant shopping today, I think I'm gonna go with this green necklace because green plants, and this is one that they sent me a while back that I've been wearing quite a bit. And then for earrings, I think I'm gonna go with these larger hoops that are brand new that they sent me because I don't have anything like these and they are so fun. If you're interested in Ana Luisa, you can click the link in my description box below and use code SLOAN20 for 20% off. Now, let's go plant shopping. I just pulled up to the first plant shop and I realized that I didn't tell you guys the name of where I was going or what I'm kind of looking for. So I just pulled up to Art Terrarium, which just moved locations, and I actually haven't been to the new location since they moved. It's in Highland Park now. If you're in the Des Moines area, it used to be downtown. There's kind of a lot of traffic, so I'm sorry if it's a little loud, but I'm really excited to go check it out. And then what I'm looking for, I realized I have too many plants, and I'm planning on selling or giving away some of the ones that I have, but I feel like I'm in a good enough place currently, at least, that I'm taking good care of most of my plants. Some of them have gotten pretty neglected because I think I do have too many, but anyway, I have been taking really good care of a lot of plants, so I think I could get a couple, and I definitely could use some plants that could do better in like low lighting situations. Pothos, Hartley Philodendron, those kinds of plants. I could definitely use, trailing, that kind of thing. I have killed 3 Marantas in the last 6 months, and I really like Marantas, so I would consider getting another Maranta. And then other than that, like just whatever calls to me. I say that a lot, like, sometimes a plant, it just feels right to get a plant. And yeah, I guess I have another spot in my kitchen where I can hang a plant that there's nothing to hang right now, so I would consider hanging a plant there as well. But with all of that being said, I'm super excited to go check out Art Terrarium for our first plant shop and our 3 plant shops in one day activity day. Let's go inside. It's in this cute brick building now. Oh my gosh, I just love old brick buildings. Over here, looks like there's a Philodendron Brasil. I have 2 of these. I really love Philodendron Brasil. This one's $24. There's the Sansevieria Laurentii for $12. And then Philodendron McColley's Finale for $14. I'm pretty excited. It looks like they have a bunch of orchid bark. No, it's orchid mix. Actually, I wonder how much that is. I still don't have an orchid at all, but I would like an orchid at some point. This one's a Moonlight Philodendron for $12. Very pretty. One thing I really like about the shop is they always have like cute little things. Like this little herb pinch and pull dish. I don't even know what that is, but it's so cute. There's this little boozy botanical tea towel. And then this is like a little plant stand situation. I don't see a price. Maybe that's what this is. Probably is. It's $40. They're so cute. So over here, this looks like just a green pothos. Or what is this? Oh, this says Moonlight Philodendron. I think that is probably a green pothos. That happens all the time. Here's a Scindapsus Argyraeus. Oh, this is so pretty. Mine is on its last legs. I just chopped it up and I'm propagating it, and I'm hoping that it springs back to life. But it would be so much easier just to buy a new one. Like, sometimes it's so tempting to give up and just start over. Here is a shingle plant. This one's $38. They're so cool. My mom is really into these, like the plants that climb. She doesn't have one, but she thinks they're super, super cool. Okay, yeah, so this is the Jade Pothos. So I think it's safe to say that this one is also a Jade Pothos. And then this over here looks like a global green. It's one of my favorite pothos for sure. It's $35. And then Cebu Blue. That's something I'm really considering. It's $40. Definitely considering. I feel like I have some really good spots to hang up something like that. And then over here is a really big Monstera deliciosa. Let's look at the price. I don't see a price. It has a tag that says Terrarium, so they might not be selling it. Also have a really nice pot selection here. These are really cool. They're self-watering and they're pretty big, which is really nice. I feel like it's hard to find big self-watering pots sometimes. And I really like the shape of this terracotta pot a lot. It's only $20 and it's pretty big. It's such a fun shape. They have pretty large ones over here too. I also really like these ones that are, that was loud, that are half glazed. Really like those. A big boy pot over there. Oh my goodness, these are all pretty big too. I have a snake plant that probably needs that size pot. Let's see how much it is. I am really procrastinating repotting it because I don't want to pay for the pot. I'm not seeing a price. Let's look at the smaller ones. Yeah, the smaller one is $100. So this is probably expensive too, and that's why I have not wanted to repot my snake plant. I'll probably find like a plastic pot and like a basket to put it in instead. But we have this giant Fiddle Leaf Fig. It goes like practically all the way to the ceiling. That's crazy. And then over here, there's like a little variegated Haworthia. Ooh, it's spilling. It's only $20. I don't have a Haworthia. Interesting. What is this? Oh, it's a saguaro cactus oil diffuser. That's really interesting. See, they have just really cute little things. Oh my goodness, they have the infamous Boobie Cactus. It's $45. Actually, I feel like this one, it's like you can see why they have the name that they do. This is a really good specimen. It's such a weird thing to say. Here's a Ric Rac Cactus. This Variegated Aloe is really cool. I've never seen a Variegated Aloe. It's very yellow. Actually, I really love that. I don't have an aloe, and I'd probably use it if I did have one. So maybe I should get one. Hoya compacta for $43. Oh, this is a Euphorbia. I also don't have a Euphorbia. I've got like a good south window that's really good for cacti. This is just an assorted cactus, but that's really good for cacti and succulents and stuff, so I could always get more. Looks like there's a Ponytail Palm back there, not sure the price. And then hanging up here, I definitely see two big hanging baskets of green Maranta. I'm not sure what this is. It's cool looking. Over here they have the Wally Grow planters. You can hang these on the wall and grow plants in them. That's pretty much how it works. I don't have one, but I thought about getting one, and I'm just really into the shape of this vase. I just really like that. Over here is another Sansevieria Laurentii. More various little cacti things. I like, these are terracotta. It's almost like an ornament. Oh, it's an incense burner, but it could, you could put something in it and have it be an ornament. I really like the terracotta-y-ness of these. And then there's like little baby cacti. Not quite sure what the price is on these, but they're so cute. And then this is a monkey tail cactus. They're actually supposed to look like that. And it's only $13. I feel like I don't usually see these around here, so I feel like that is a pretty decent price. And then here is an elephant bush that's been grown in a heart. Oh, that's so fun. It's only $33. Like, the amount of years it probably took to get this to grow in a heart is well worth that money in my opinion. That is so cool. Oh, I love that. And then here is a Hoya wayetii for $25. I feel like that's also a pretty good price. Hoyas in my area tend to be a bit pricey in my opinion, so that seems like a good price. And here's a big jade plant, and then a string of hearts for $28. Looks like, ooh, it's caught in something that might be a silver glory or might be a regular string of hearts, kind of hard to tell. So I've been seeing these Peperomia on like local plant shop Instagrams. I don't remember what they're called, but they're kind of cool. They look a lot like a Philodendron Brasil. I think they're pretty cool. Oh, there's a Kokedama ball book. That's really fun. Oh, there's a watermelon Peperomia. This one is $29. I've been wanting one of these for a while. Guys, I haven't been plant shopping in so long. This is so fun. Oh, and I really like this pot. It looks like it's only $8, and it's just really cool looking. This one's only $4. This one's also only $8, and it's got a hole in the bottom. And this one's $10. Those must be like used or something they're not using anymore. More watermelon Peperomia. Here's a money tree for $17, just a little guy. Oh, and here, see, I think I want this kind of Maranta, like a red Maranta or a lemon lime Maranta. So $24. It's a really good price for that size, I think. Over on this side, there's a really big Scindapsus Exotica. Look how big these leaves are. I didn't catch the price. $26. See, this could look so good in a hanging basket. And there's this. I think it's a snake plant, probably of some kind. And they have the perfect Plantisa houseplant insecticide. This is my favorite pest repellent. You can get free shipping if you use the code in my description, but it smells so good, like peppermint, and this whole shop smells like this delicious peppermint smell, and it gets rid of pests, repels pests, so like it's a win-win-win. Over here, these look like pink princesses. That's what that leaf looks like. Sure enough, and they're only $39. These have really gone down in price. This looks like a Schliflera, yeah, for $12. And maybe another Jade Pothos, yeah, for $24. This is a really cool Sansevieria. I don't remember what it's called, but I'm a big fan And there's also a Raven ZZ in like a pretty big pot. This one's a Peperomia marble, that's $12. I think this is like the pet friendly section as well. Here's a prayer plant, another one, a smaller one for $12. I feel like I want a really big basket if I get a prayer plant, so I'd go for like the $25 one. This is a Peperomia Little Tuscany for $12. They're quite sparkly. When it's flowering, it's a little flower. And I almost missed these Peperomia prostrata, the string of turtles. This is $50. Mine is growing really long, but it's not as like succulent-y as this. I really like how it's like, I don't know, squishy, or not squishy, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. Oh, this is a pretty turtle plant for $29. I've never seen these. Very interesting. Here's a staghorn fern for $32. Another Calathea. Is this a Freddy? I always like to guess. And the prayer plants. I'm just gonna assume that I guessed right because I don't see a label. And then this really, really pretty Calathea. Oh, it's a Stromanthe sanguinea for $65. It's pretty big. And over here, there's a green lipstick plant. This looks so cute. Mine is tiny. It's $12. Here's a Peperomia Frost, also for $12. And then a Pilea peperomioides in the back for $16.50. All the way up here is a banana plant. Can't quite see the price, but it's growing really well. Over here is a really fun table. There's some Alocasia cuprea, I think, for $28. Oh no, they're Alocasia Red Secret. I don't know if there's a difference. They've got these really pretty red back. Oh, look at that one. That must be a new leaf because it felt like one. Oh my gosh, look at how pretty that is. Oh, that is such a pretty plant. It's almost Father's Day. When this is posted, it'll be after Father's Day, I think, but these are really fun. And it looks like some just green heartleaf philodendron, a classic. Oh, and a tiny cute little pot. I don't know the price on those, but I was not expecting that tiny pot when I picked it up. This book looks really interesting, all about weeds. That looks, I'm gonna flip through that before I leave. Oh, there's this cool mister. It's like an electric mister. That's what I mean about them just having fun little things. This is a Schlafera alpine. I have never seen this. It does look like it belongs outside in a really cool way. And then over here is a Syngonium of some kind. Syngonium coral. They're fun and dark. More Monstera, deliciosa. These are, this one's 28, and then there's like this little itty bitty one and this little itty bitty pot, and it's 12. In the back are some Caladium lindenii. This has been a super easy plant for me. I really, really like mine, and yeah, everybody comments on it. Like, this is a really cool plant. If you don't know anything about plants, even if you do, this is a plant people are gonna comment on when they come in your house, and it's like $27 here. I found mine at a big box store, but I think it was like basically the same price. So, and then here's an Alocasia African mask for $48. Little tiny bird of paradise for $31, and then a Fiddle Leaf Fig Bambino, it looks like. How cute is this? For $25. This has also been my easiest ficus that I've had. And then just a little Anthurium for $28. These flowers are so pretty. My normal like flowering Anthurium does not look like this right now. Does not look super happy. That's okay. These look like some Aglaonema. And then just one little of these Anthurium. I want to say it's like a red spade or something. Oh, it's a radicans, and look at the roots. That's so cool. These are really cool. And it's $42. I really like that they have these cups. Oh, and it's metal. Oh, and it's got a little, oh my gosh. It's $13. My cups are just plastic. I really like that. It's for like scooping soil and stuff. I really like that. And then there's these cute little pink shears. I just really like their cute little things. Got floral pins. Oh my gosh, this Ficus Audrey. How did I miss this when we walked in? I don't think it's for sale either. Oh my goodness. Oh, this looks so cool. And they're so soft. The leaves are so soft. This is so cool. Oh, I love it. There's this, I think it's a caladium. Pretty sure, but I don't see a label. And then this looks like a normal Fiddle Leaf Fig, not a Bambino. I do have a video on telling the difference if you're interested. It's $25. Oh my gosh, cute little variegated Monstera elbow. A little pink princess stuffed animal. They just have the cutest little things. What the heck is this? What is that? It's a cardboard palm for $65.98. Feels weird, kind of like cardboard actually. On this wall they have a bunch of leca, and then these are really cool little propagation stations. I've never seen anything like that. And I just have a plastic watering can, but I like the shape of this one a lot better than the one I have now. These nice watering cans. You gotta invest in taking care of your plants too, not just like always buying new plants. I think this is a bird's nest anthurium, but I'm not sure. It's kind of in this pot, so can't really tell you for sure. But these are all 3-inch plants for $7. So you could get a Philodendron Brasil or this Marble Queen, which I think is the only Marble Queen in the store right now, for only $7. That's really cool. Wonder if they have any Cebu Blue over here, because that's kind of what I'm looking for. It looks like they have more Marble Queens. And Golden Pothos, some ivy. It's a really cool little section. Over here is their build your own terrarium bar, which I've always thought this is like one of the coolest things. I think this is the only plant shop in Des Moines that has anything like this. And then finally, the very last section is this sale section. It says surviving but not thriving. There's a Dieffenbachia tropic snow up here. And then further down, I think this is, however you would pronounce that. And then these like calla lilies? Yeah. So that's all from this store for now, and then I'm going to show you guys the entire haul. Oh, there's also this plant. What is this called? Oh, Philodendron Hope or Philodendron Sellum. I will show you guys the haul of everything at the very end. So now it's on to the next shop. Hey guys, I'm at Lowe's now. I just pulled in the parking lot and it is packed, which makes sense. It's a Sunday, it's June. People are planting things, people are doing home projects. So I should have thought this one through and probably not thought I was gonna film here. So we'll see what I'm able to film. I really want to go to a big box store though, because I feel like big box stores release new plants every so often, and like there's always this mad rush to see what they have, and I just wanted to see like what is there anything that I've missed. And this is my favorite Lowe's. If you're in the Des Moines area, it's the Lowe's on 50th Street in West Des Moines. They have a greenhouse attached to it, and so I feel like they always have really good plants because of that. But anyway, yeah, it's absolutely packed. And the thing about filming in public is that people at plant shops weirdly kind of get it. Like I never really, when I first started, I felt uncomfortable doing it, but after a while you get really used to it. Like filming an art terrarium just now, like I always just talk to the people working there and make sure it's okay. And once I do that, I don't feel weird about it. And I try to like stay out of customers' way. At Lowe's, people look at you weird. Everyone looks at you weird. So if you want to start a YouTube channel, I definitely recommend going like during the weekday, which I should have done. So anyway, we're gonna go see what they have anyway. See you inside. So this is why this is my favorite Lowe's. Like, this is half of it. Look at all these plants. Look at those giant Fiddle Leaf Fig trees. Oh my goodness. These have gotta be like 8-9 feet tall. What's the price on these? They are $120. So tall. Over here they have a bunch more plants. Ooh, I'm gonna check out over there. But they do have the Caladium lindenii. This is where I got mine also. This is what I wanted to see. They have the Rhaphidophora Korthalsii, however you say it, for only $20. Here's another one. This is a bird's nest or a hurricane fern? Bird's nest fern. This is their little sale section. All of these, not all of them, but like those look pretty sad. These look fine. Actually, these don't really look bad at all. That looks pretty sad, but it really just needs water. This is interesting. I don't really know why it's back here, but I don't know. Some people have find really cool stuff in the sale section, so I always like to check. I am always checking the Monstera to see if I can find a sport variegated Monstera deliciosa. No luck so far. They have these white bird of paradise for only $35, and they're this is probably like 3 or 4 feet tall. They're huge. And they have so many plants in the pots too. There is a reason this is my favorite Lowe's. There's Monstera Perus up here. I don't have one of those. More Rhaphidophora Korthalsii. They just have so many fun plants. So many Caladium lindenii too. Or those are also called xanthostomas sometimes. Over here, I'm seeing like a lot of Calathea. These all look freshly watered too. They look so good. There's a giant red Maranta. I'm gonna check this one for the price. They actually are kind of in smaller pots now that I'm looking. The pot's kind of cool. I'm not sure what the price on these are. I think they're $19 based on what this Pothos Enjoy or Pearls and Jade costs. There are even rattlesnake calatheas, which is like my favorite calathea. And they look so fresh and healthy. They probably just arrived. That's probably why they look so good. They have quite a few Monstera adansonii, which I feel like I don't really see in big box stores as much. This one's got a really big leaf. Oh wait, that looks really big. Are these adansonii? Or are they something else? It's part of the Trending Tropicals collection, which is usually like the extra interesting stuff. Yeah, it does say adansonii, so I don't know. There's a plant that looks really similar with bigger leaves that I was wondering if it was, but I guess not. And then up here they have a bunch of Scindapsus Argyraeus Moonlights as well. I don't have one of those. I'm seeing a Calathea mosaica right here. These are really, really pretty. Oh, here's another one down here that looks really big. And then more Scindapsus Argyraeus Moonlights. So many. Maybe that would be like a good hanging plant for me. I'm not sure. Oh my gosh, look at this orchid. It's $30. So pretty. There's 2 of them in there. And a Dracaena Janet Craig. Here's another Monstera Peru. I don't know much about how these grow. I feel like they feel like they would need a lot of light, if I had to guess. I'm not sure what kind of Dracaena this is, but it is really quite pretty. It says it's a Dracaena White Jewel. It's $8. I'm wondering if this would do okay in lower light. I think it says it enjoys medium light, so probably not. I was kind of considering getting one of these. And over here are so many orchids. Look at that one. And a bunch of smaller ones down here, like the little baby Phalaenopsis orchids for like $10. Some of them looking a little worse for wear. And then these looks like just a ton of Dracaena that they're working on unboxing right now. So I feel like this is an extremely good low selection in terms of they have, I don't know, like basically all of the impressive plants that big box stores tend to have. This is a Raven ZZ, for example, but I'm not seeing anything that just totally knocks my socks off. Like, I can't believe they have this, which is one of my favorite things about shopping at big box stores, is when you just see something that like you can't believe the price and it's just wild. So I don't know if just places aren't innovating as much with like being able to mass reproduce plants. Like the Monstera Peru, I feel like big box stores came out with kind of a long time ago. I don't know, but regardless, it was still a really good trip. I'll have to, well, I'm not done. I'm still going to another plant shop, but I mean, this Lowe's was still interesting, but I'll just have to keep an eye out and see if, I don't know, just come back and see if they like will come out with interesting new things, or if this is going to be like the selection we have for a while, if that makes sense. We are at Renovation Jungle, our last plant shop of the day, and this is one of my favorite places to go, so I'm so excited to go in here and see what plants they have. Let's go inside. So unfortunately, Renovation Jungle was playing some absolute bops of tunes. I so wish I could keep them in for you guys. I was having so much fun editing, listening to Smooth Operator and some other fun songs, but it will not let me post it to YouTube. So you have voiceover, Sloan, for now. I immediately walked in and went straight to the clearance section. They had Mystery Alocasia for $12. Then there was this variegated Hoya Kentiana for $20. This was like the biggest I've ever seen their clearance section. There was also this Raven ZZ for $28. A Scindapsus Exotica for $18. This really caught my eye. I haven't really wanted a Scindapsus Exotica, but this influencer that I like, her name's Jo Johnson Overby. She has one hanging in her wall. I think it's in a Wally Grow planter, and it looks so good. And so I'm slightly influenced to get a Scindapsus Exotica, but maybe not. Then there was this Hoya Australis for $35, and this was a little philodendron section. This pink princess that had some pretty good pink spots was $80. Then there was a painted lady philodendron and a philodendron white knight for $83. My white knight is doing pretty well, but it looks similar to some of these where it just really needs to be staked up or put on a moss bowl or something. Then there was this Hoya Coroniana Silver for $30 and a little baby Hoya Australis Lisa. That's one of my favorite Hoyas. Down here was a string of turtles and a Hoya Crimson Queen. Actually, no, I don't have a Crimson Queen. I only have a Crimson Princess. Over here, there was, I think this is a Hoya Korthalsii. Yep, for $25. I used to really want one of those. Maybe someday I'll get one. Then there was this Dischidia Million Hearts for $16. This is one that I didn't really consider when I was there, but now that I'm watching this, that was such a cool plant. Another little Hoya Australis Lisa, and then a Hoya gracilis. Over here was a donkey's tail, and I feel like I never see these in my area, so that was a really cool find. Honestly, I'm not sure why I don't have one. And then there were all of these little baby cacti. I think this one's called a Buddha's Temple for $7. I'm not quite sure. It wasn't labeled, so I can't say for certain, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And I loved this little, I'm going to call it a fairy garden, because that's kind of the vibe that it gives off of with the driftwood. That was so cool. And then here was a Rhipsalis for $7. I don't have any Rhipsalis. I think there's multiple kinds, right? Maybe not. I don't know a lot about that plant. And then here was a Dischidia watermelon That's an interesting plant. And then some variegated string of pearls for $30. This was a cool find. I usually feel like I only see variegated string of pearls in little 2-inch pots, and that was a much larger pot. I honestly don't think I've ever seen a bigger pot like that in a store. And these were the little pots. So these were only, I think, $10. By the way, as I've been editing this, I think you could take a shot every time I say it's only blank, because I say that a lot in this video. Then Renovation Jungle also had these elephant bushes in hearts for $45, which is really cool. They had these lithops for $40. I was so tempted to get one of these. You want to get them when they're flush with the bottom and not like growing longer. The one on the right, they're growing longer. The one on the left, they're more flush. They're supposed to be flush. They end up growing longer when they don't get enough sunlight. Maybe there's something to do with watering too. I'm not sure. I thought that these little 2-inch plants were cute. That clover in particular was absolutely adorable. And then up here were some begonias. I thought these little mini cane begonias that were spotted were adorable. And I never had a cane begonia. I've thought about getting a begonia maculata for a long time. I think at some point I will, but I'm not sure I like their growth pattern once they get bigger. And I didn't catch the name of this begonia at all, even though I stood here for a long time looking at it. I have a begonia beefsteak that looks super similar. Like it has that deep dark red backing and the hairy petioles, and I think it's just such a cool begonia, and I really like that begonia too. This I think was an asparagus fern in the little 2-inch section, and I've heard that that's a much easier fern, so I thought about getting that. And then they had some sensitive plants which are so fun to play with. You touch them and they move. And you're not supposed to touch them too much because then they lose their sensitivity. But I had so much fun playing with them. They had so many. My dad has thought that they sound really cool. I don't know if he's ever seen one. I just explained them to him. Maybe one day I'll get him a sensitive plant, but I don't know how well they actually grow indoors because they're a weed in their natural habitat. And then there was some Jade Pothos. I guess technically probably a lot of houseplants are weeds in their natural habitat, but like sensitive plants literally grow like in the cracks of the ground from what I understand. I just don't imagine that they would do well inside. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. These were the same peperomias that we saw at Art Terrarium, but these ones were labeled. So it's a Peperomia turboensis for $15. That is a really cool peperomia. And then these Selaginella ferns were super cute. I just like how they look in this lighting. I feel like the store has some of the best grow lights and just the best lighting in general when the sun's coming in. Then there was this Scindapsus Exotica for $85 on this wooden plank. That was really cool to grow it up a plank like that. And I was definitely interested in this Philodendron Brasil for only $35. There I am saying it again. I say it a lot. It's only. I just remember when these cost so much more. Like you can probably go back in my old plant shopping videos and see them for like $55, $65. There were some more Caladium lindenii for $35. Again, just such an easy, amazing plant. And up here was an Alocasia ninja. I just noticed that the one on the right looks to be flowering. I have edited this video and watched this clip and I was there in real life and I only just now noticed that. So I guess third or fourth time watching this video is the charm. Then there was this Alocasia silver dragon for $36. I spent a long time turning this plant around, trying to get to the price. Finally, I get to it. I think Alocasia are so fun, but I just don't do well with them. I really want a dragon scale, which is a little bit different. Then there was a Philodendron micans that was in a very full pot. And over here were Baltic blue pothos for $35. I'm going to give you a little spoiler alert right now and tell you that I did not get one of these, even though I really thought about it. I decided I want a smaller pot of Baltic blue because I'm going to hang it from my ceiling. I don't want it to be heavy. So I'm going to keep looking and I'm going to get a smaller Baltic blue pothos at one point. And then I was so excited about these Alocasia stingrays because this was like a wish list plant for me for a long time. And another spoiler, did not purchase it because I just don't do well with Alocasia. I've killed too many and I'm not in a mental state to like put in a ton of effort to try again. But you can totally see why these have the name that they do. They are such a cool Alocasia and I don't see them very often. So I was so excited to see them. And then this one was an Alocasia Low Rider for $18. It's kind of similar to the Alocasia Stingray in coloring a little bit. The shape's a little different. But over here, there was a lipstick plant for $18. And then next to it, a goldfish plant, one of my top favorite plants. And next to that, a black pagoda lipstick plant for $18. It has different flowers than the other lipstick plant. Then a rattlesnake calathea, a bunch of them, actually, to be specific. And some domino peace lilies for $15. I could have domino peace lilies all over my house. That is one of my favorite plants. They grow, they're so easy to grow, and they're beautiful. Philodendron Florida Green for $26. And actually, another thing in the domino peace lily, just an underrated flower. They smell so good. Philodendron Jungle Boogie for $20. And then over on the left, a Philodendron Scindapsus for $25. I got one last summer, just a cutting, and it has literally been a one-leaf wonder plant for an entire year, and it finally has a second leaf, and I'm so excited about it. Then there were these Philodendron Silver Swords for $25. I remember when these were so hard to find and so expensive, and I loved how big those leaves were. They were so pretty. And over here was a Philodendron Summer Glory for $49. I have a tiny little itty bitty baby Summer Glory, and I'm looking forward to it one day looking that big. Over here's a Homalomena Selby for $29, and I was reading the sticker because I don't know a lot about Homalomenas, and I've heard that they can be good in lower light situations, so I was really considering it for my living room, like on top of my fireplace. But like the sides of the leaf aren't as interesting as the top, so I think it's definitely a plant that you would want to like look down upon, not look sideways at, if that makes sense. Don't know if that makes sense. Then over here were pitcher plants. I absolutely love pitcher plants. My mom has a huge one. The pitchers on hers are like 6 inches, but I killed the only one I ever bought because it was in a tiny pot. So I know I need to buy one that's in at least a 4-inch pot in the future, not a tiny pot. Tiny pots are so much harder. Then I looked at these red Marantas for a long time. They were $35 a piece. Then there was a Calathea Jungle Velvet. They get the name because they're super velvety. They had a ton of Monstera Perus over here in hanging baskets. And this was a Philodendron Wendlandii for $39. I think that's the first time I've seen that type of philodendron. And I always love this little stand to see what's on it. There was a Philodendron Squamiphorum, another one for $25. Up there was an Alocasia Cuprea Red Secret for $37. I remember when these came out into stores and people freaked out over them. They are really cool alocasia. Then there was an Anthurium luxurians for $40, and I believe this is the last plant that I really looked at in Renovation Jungle, which was an Anthurium superbum. And then they have all of these plants up here too. I didn't dig into them too much, but they're definitely big and beautiful. And then I looked at some pots, and that's it. I will meet you guys back in the car. Hello, I'm back. I'm all done, and it's time for the haul. And this is going to be a very strange haul. I feel like I got an interesting mix of things. So we're gonna start out with the art terrarium haul. So the number one thing that I got there was a giant bag of Fox Farm potting mix, which is my favorite soil to use for my plants, and I find it so hard to find the big bags in Des Moines. So I was so excited to find this, and it was only $35, which sometimes I swear I feel like I see the small bags for around that price around here, so I was super happy about it. And also at Art Terrarium, they have lots of free plastic pots for sale. It's one of my favorite things that they have going on there. So I grabbed 2 really big ones just in case. I feel like my snake plant that needs repotted is actually too big for these. Otherwise, I would consider potting it into one of these. I'll check when I get home. But it's kind of just nice to have like the giant plastic pots around because you can just throw them in a basket and they look super cute, but it's hard to find the really, really big plastic ones. So that was a really, really good find from Art Terrarium. And then next was Lowe's. So I didn't get any plants, which I guess I didn't get any plants at Art Terrarium either, but I didn't get any house plants at Lowe's. What I got was preen, which I've been a homeowner for like a little over 2 years now. And I feel like we are weeding, well, we're not. We should be weeding you know, every like 2 weeks. It's really bad. So my mom told me that I could get this, and basically you weed and then you like put this in your garden, and then you don't, not your garden, like not like, maybe you can in your, I don't know where you put this. I'm just gonna put this in my landscaping, not like my vegetable garden, because I can just weed my vegetable garden, that's fine. But this is going in my landscaping. So we'll see if it works. I'm excited to try it because I'm sick of weeding and I'm sick of seeing weeds everywhere. So I got that from Lowe's. And then I also got this little plant with the red flowers for like my last annual plant that I'm going to put on my porch. That was all that I got from Lowe's. And then from Renovation Jungle, I did get a plant. One second, they wrapped this so nicely for me, but I'm going to take it out. I got this Homalomena Selby. It's pretty big. That was my one thing that made me think about not getting it, because I think I'm gonna put it on my mantle maybe, but I do really like it. I've looked at these plants for quite some time and thought about getting one for, again, a long time. So I'm really excited to be taking this home. It should do pretty well in lower lights. When I was checking out, he said that these are really thirsty plants. So I guess we'll see how that goes, because I'm kind of a neglector, but he said it'll let you know when it's thirsty, and I do pretty well with plants that, you know, are responsive and tell you when they're thirsty. So I think it should be fine. But I had so much fun plant shopping today. Again, it has been a minute since I've been able to go, and it was just a blast. So I'm really excited to film more plant shopping videos like this in the future. And again, I want to thank Anna Louisa so much for sponsoring this video and making this plant shopping trip possible. Again, if you're interested in them, I'm still wearing these super cute hoop earrings. I have a link in my description box below that you can click on. And again, you can use code SLOAN20 for 20% off. And thank you so much to all of you for watching this video all the way to the end. I can't wait to see you in the next one. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye!